You're watching the News Channel 15 Highlight Zone with Glenn Marini. Sports coverage you can count on with the Highlight Zone starts now.
It's about getting better every day and every game, and that's really what it comes down to.
It's got to be consistent. You know, a lot of the the SAC is going to be brutal this year.
That's a lot. You know what I mean? We all bonded, and that's how we've been all season. Even the first day of practice, show everybody in the city, that Northrop is, ready to play.
While most people are putting iPads, Xbox 360s, and Tickle Me Elmos on their Christmas list, that's just Mark's list. It's not hard to guess what Barrett Coolman and Aaron Rare want from Santa. How about an SAC championship? Load up the sleigh because we got a quest for a conference title beginning tonight. Bruins and Generals going head-to-head, and Joe Whalen was out at Wayne High School tonight and joins us with more. Joe?
Glenn, last year, Northrop won the SAC's holiday tournament for the second year in a row. However, neither season saw the Bruins win the SAC regular season title. Northrop off to a 3-0 start this year. Same situation over at Wayne as the Generals coming tonight with an unblemished record. Northrop hooking up with Wayne. It's your Highlight Zone game of the week. Opening night of SAC play. Wayne trying to defend its home turf, and the Generals start off hot. Levi Mitchell from the outside bottoms out the three. Next possession, deferring to his brother, Justin Mitchell, gets to the tin and in. Wayne opens on a 12-5 run. The brothers Mitchell scoring the first 18 points for their team, but Northrop answers with their own sibling star power. Bryson Scott, the tough runner, big night for the future Boilermaker. His brother, Britton, off to Indiana State, working the jumper off the screen, ring him up for three. It was 20 all after the first quarter. In the second, Mitchell, the fro wants some mo, but at the other end, Bryson Scott in the post, working hard. Reservations for three, 2 plus the foul. Free throw was good, but just before the break, the Mitchell contingency strikes again. Levi bottoms out another triple. 3-point game at recess, but the Bruins, they get rolling from there. First, nice feed underneath to Lowell Griggs. Gets the easy deuce. Moments later, Antonio Richmond getting in on the action. The senior, Northrop running layup lines out there in the fourth quarter, and then Bryson finishes it off. He had a game-high 21. Northrop wins it going away, 72-52.
We played with a monkey on our back in the first half, and we don't know why. And I was the culprit of that. But second half, I came out with a better attitude, and I helped lead my team, and we came out with a good victory. We want to make a statement in the SAC, and we're going to continue to work.
It's an important win because the conference is extremely competitive, great coaches, great teams, and so if you can win on the road, you're going to help your cause.
Northrop is at Northside next Friday. Wayne is at Snyder Glen. Really competitive first half, but business-like performance for the Bruins after recess.
And Bryson Scott, he was under the weather at Tuesday's game against Carroll, only had 10 points. Good to see him feeling a lot better with 21 in tonight's game. Thank you very much, Joe. Hey, Bishop Luers won the SAC title last year. James Blackman Jr. back after a torn ACL. He scored 38 points in the night's season opener last week. It's Luers hosting Southside. In the first, Dion Williams underneath with the bucket, and South up by 3 very early. More from Williams. Watch him. Recovers the own rebound for the bucket again. Southside up by 3 in the first. But you know what? James Blackman Jr. is an athlete. Remember when he tore his ACL? He doesn't. Throws it down on the alley-oop. You got to love that. We're going to see that later as our play of the week. I can bet you for sure. And then how about this? Blackman would come in with the layup. How many did JBJ have? 44. Tom Crean's going to love this kid in a couple years. Luers wins it big, 79-63 over South. At Snyder, Panthers playing their first game of the season. John Tudor's club taking on 3-1 Northside early on. It's Stephen Halstead. He emerged last season as a big factor. He drains that one, and then it's Jared Harvey catching fire for the 3. Then he would catch another one right there. Panthers up by 10 after 1, and that causes Coach Kalik to have to take off the jacket. Now, Redskins come out hot in the second. Mike Davis going baseline, then it's Sean McGee, one of the best sophomore point guards in the country, gets the friendly bounce. But Snyder would take the lead into the half. Devlin Williams with the jumper as Snyder beats Northside by a final of 75-71. Final boys stop of the SAC, Concordia at Dwenger. Cadets ranked 16th in 3A, and they look good early. DJ McCall answering the call with the 3. It's his buddy Ryan Gross from behind the arc, knocking down the triple, and the Gumbies in the crowd were loving that. They even had Pokey. You got to give it up to those Cadet fans. Still in the first, Grady Eifert, that's Tyler's cousin, buries the three. Little stop pop for Kyle Hartman. He hits the net there, but it was Concordia up by one after one. Second quarter, Eifert with a 4-point play. You remember his cousin just won the Mackey Award yesterday. Watch Concordia go inside. Brian Grimeau, and then Mark Rogers, the senior, from behind the arc. Thomas Starks had 19 as Concordia wins by 14, 54-40. Switching gears to girls, last night it was Southside winning the program's first ever SAC regular season championship. The Archers finishing a perfect 7-0 in conference and 22-2 on the season. South off to a 4-0 start here in 2012, and tonight the third-ranked Archers taking on last year's 2A state runners-up. We're talking about those Bishop Lures Knights. In the fourth, you saw the great pass there. Ariana Simmons finishes 63-37 South early fourth. More from South. Simmons going to play at IPFW. You know Chris Paul's got to like the versatility. Lures working the three ball, trying to get back in it. Emma Wolf, hungry like the Wolf. She drains the three, but it was 73-44. Then it's Aaron Butler with the triple for Lures, but too much Southside tonight as Juanita Goodwell's team. They are stacked. Chelsea Rogers with the putback bucket. Southside wins it by 21, 75-54.
It was a tough game. We just had to get mentally ready, like, together and start going fast. Start getting our pace back up. We came out flat, and towards the end, we got up to be how we usually play.
Lures is always a tough place to come and play at. It's Denny Rainier is a wonderful coach, and so we knew that we were going to get a game. We just had to wait our turn and then finally turn it on, and it came for us.
Southside plays at Homestead next Tuesday night. Lures at South Bend, Washington tomorrow. Now, Snyder finished second in the SAC last year. The girls, Panthers ranked 13th in 4A. They took on Northside tonight. Third quarter, Panthers cruising. Meredith Shipman to Deja Wemby, 2 of her 12. Then it's Shipman leading it to Brianna Moore for the easy deuce. 11 points for Moore. How about Karina Smith on the inside? Snyder up by 29, and first-year head coach Kelly Michaeljohn says, it's easy when we're scoring like this. Redskins, buckets, tough to come by. That was Kaylee Stuller with the bucket. She had 8. That would lead Northside. Big night for Meredith Shipman. 2 points for 1,000. She would get 12. She would get the game ball as well. Mom and Dad are happy. She's going to play at Western Michigan. Snyder wins 71-39. Concordia, the reigning 3A state champs. Dave Miller and his club ranked 9th in 3A. The Cadets at Bishop Dwenger. Fourth quarter, de jour young. What's the soup du jour? It's the soup of the day. That sounds good. I'll have that. Courtney Smith buries the 3 for the Cadets. Cadets up by 19. Smith had 10. Then it's Sierra German driving in for 2. Concordia in control of this one, but you know what? Dwenger wouldn't give up. Catherine Jenkins, she's been solid so far this year. She gets the and 1, and then it's Allie Christman. She'll sign with Ferris State on Monday, gets the pilfer and the pair. She had 9 points to lead BD, but it would not be enough. Dwenger falls to Concordia, 44-29. Final stop of the night in the SAC, Northrop at Wayne. Northrop up by 2 at the half, but they could not shake Wayne in the third. Joey Stanford knocking down the 3. The Generals within 3 at that point, but the Bruins answer here. Aaliyah Swery with a stop, pop, and drop. Fast forward to the fourth quarter, it was all Wayne. Tayshel Shaw drops in the 3 from straight away. Wayne up 39-36. Last chance for Northrop. Bruins needed 2 to tie. They wouldn't even get a look. Great defense by Wayne at the end as the Generals hold on for the win, 40-38. So the first Friday night of SAC basketball is in the books, but there's plenty more hoops action to get to coming up after the break. The Norwell girls look to stay in control of the NHC Plus. The 4th-ranked Canterbury boys in Monroe tonight looking to avenge a 10-point loss to Adams Central last season. We'll see if Trent Van Horn and company could do it. Those highlights and much more coming up in the zone.